Question number 33 of Gujarat 2018. Given that lines R bar and second line x is equal to this are given, then relation between lines are. So this means we have to find out whether line is parallel, coincident, intersecting, or skew. Right? For that we require point and direction of both lines. So for first line, you know that a coefficient of any constant with a constant multiplying, that is kt, is the direction, and the another remaining term is the point passing through in this parametric equation type, right? So for first line, a1 bar, that is a line passing through point 3, here 1 and here 2, right? And b1 bar, right, 3 1 2, and for b1 bar is 1 minus 1 minus 2. b1 bar is 1 minus 1 minus 2, right? This is minus 2 minus 2t. And for second line, a2 bar, second line is this, constant is 4, then 0. So this is 4 0, and this is minus 4, so minus 4. And for second line, direction is coefficient of k, that is 1 minus 1 and minus 2. So clearly this b1 and b2 are same. That means either both lines are parallel or coincide, right? So from this, either parallel or coincident, we have to justify what is our answer. For that, you know what we have to do. Take point 1, that is point from one line, and substitute in second line. If these points satisfy the second line, then the point lies on the second line, means lines are coincident, otherwise lines are parallel, right? So we are taking 3 1 2. So now second line is x is equal to 4 plus k, y is equal to minus k, and z is equal to minus 4 minus 2k. And you know, if we substitute this point 3 1 2, that is x coordinate is 3, y coordinate is 1, and z coordinate is minus 2 here, so minus 2 are here. If we substitute these values for checking whether point lies on the line or not, we must have value of constant, here is k, so value of k is same in all cases. Then we can say that a point lies on that line, right? So from this we can get k is equal to minus 1. Clearly this is k is equal to minus 1 here, and this is minus 4 minus 2k, right? So minus 2, that is plus 2, is equal to minus 2k, so k is equal to minus 1. So in all x, y and z coordinate we have k is equal to minus 1, same, that is a point this, suppose a lies on the line second, that means both lines are coincide, that is coincident. So option B is your correct answer. So option B is correct answer. Now second question, number 34. The equation of a plane containing intersecting line this and this is, so again what you require, points and direction. So for first line, points a1 bar is equal to minus 3 0 2, and b1 bar, the direction is 1 3 1 2, right, 3 1 2. And for second line, a2 bar is 3 2 3, and direction b2 bar is equal to 4 2 3, right? Now equation of a plane, right, containing two intersecting line, is box product of r bar minus a bar, b1 bar and b2 bar is equal to 0. Box product of this is 0. That means we have to consider r bar is x, y, z, and a bar is this. So first line is x plus 3x plus 3 x minus, so y minus 0 is y and z minus 2 and z minus 2. Then b1 is 312 and 423, so this is 312 and this is 423, and this determinant equal 0, that you know Oxford argument is determinant equal to 0. So expanding this, what we get? So this is x plus 3 minus 4 is minus 1 minus y, 9 minus 8 is 1 plus z minus 2, and this is 3 into 2, 6 minus 4 is 2 is equal to 0. So now multiplying this, what we get? Here minus x minus 3, so this is minus x minus 3 minus y plus 2z minus 4 equal to 0, that is minus x minus y plus 2z minus 7 is equal to 0, taking minus common, x plus y minus 2z plus 7 equal to 0 is your proper answer. So x plus y minus 2z, x plus y minus 2z, only 7 is, one option has 7, so this is your final answer. So option C is your correct answer. So option C is correct answer, right? Question number 35 of WSTET 2018. Question is the number of binary operation on the set 1, 2, 3 is. So set this has 3 elements, and you know number of the binary operation are n raised to n square, that is 3 raised to 3 square, that is 3 raised to 9. So 3 raised to 9, that is option A is your correct answer. So option A is your correct answer. So in this type of questions, no need to write anything, right? Because you know 3 raised to 3 square, that is 3 raised to 9. So answer is 3 raised to 9. Now question number 36. Function f n2z fn is equal to n by 2, n is even, and minus n minus 1 by 2, n is odd, right? N odd. Then is 1 1 or on 2? We have to decide this function is 1 1 or odd 2. But domain is n and codomain is z. So it is very easy for us to check whether it is 1 1 function or odd 2. So if we substitute n equal to 1, that is we get f1. So n is equal to 1. 1 is odd number, so 1 minus 1 is 0. If we substitute n is equal to 2, then n 2 is even number, so 2 by 2 is 1. So similarly f3, 3 minus 1, 2 by 2 is 1, that is minus 1. f4 is 2 by 2, that is 1. f5 is 5 minus 1, 4 by 2, 2, so this is minus 2. And f6 is equal to 3. So continuing in this way, we will get for each and every number image is different one. Never we get any number who has a same image or same value. That means function is 1 1, and range of this is C. This is 0, minus 1, minus 2. So starting from this minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So range of this function is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and continuing in this way. So this is range of f is z, and range of function is z, and here codomain is also z. That means function is onto also. So answer is 1 1 and onto. So 1 1 and onto is the correct answer. That is option D is your correct answer. So option D is correct answer. And question number 37. The relation x on the set A is equal to 3, 4, 5. So set is given 3, 4, 5. If we have s is equal to 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5, then this relation defined on a set A is symmetric, first reflexive, then symmetric and transitive, and we say that the relation given is equivalence relation. But we can't have this. Means this 5, 5 does not belongs to S. That is, relation is not reflexive, but these are there. These 3, 3 and 4, 4 means it's a transitive and symmetric also. That means not reflexive. So not reflexive is only this option, and but symmetric and transitive. That is option C is your correct answer. So option C is correct answer. WSTET 2018 last 3 questions, and I hope so that you like these all videos and you learn something. And if you like, then share these videos for another students who don't know about these lectures, right? And also subscribe, like and share, so I will come to know what is the problem with you. Okay, so for any type of problem or doubts, you may contact me personally also. Okay, so our question number 38 is cot inverse under root 1 plus x square minus 1 upon x. Is a very standard question and important question, right? So taking x is equal to tan theta, so if we assume that x is equal to tan theta, so this implies theta is equal to tan inverse x, and theta belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, right? Now substituting this, suppose we assume that this is y, then y is equal to cot inverse square root of 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta, so this is sec square theta minus 1 upon x is tan theta. Now square root of sec square theta is plus or minus sec theta, we don't know, but theta lies between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, that is in first quadrant and fourth quadrant, and in both quadrant sec is positive, so no need to write negative here, so we are taking positive square root. So cot inverse, this is sec theta minus 1 upon tan theta. Now there is no formula, so we need to simplify this. Therefore, changing this into sin cos, so 1 upon sec is 1 upon cos and tan is also 1 upon cos, so cos is LCM, so you can do this orally also. So y is equal to cot inverse, so 1 minus 1 upon cos, that means cos is multiplied here, so 1 minus cos theta, and sin theta cos will cut. Now you have formula for 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta, so this is cot inverse 2 sin square theta, right, whole upon. Now this is in full angle, so you need to change this in half angle, so formula for this is 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2, that is these 2 sin will cut, sin upon cos is tan theta, so this is equal to cot inverse tan theta by 2. Now outside function is cot inverse, inside is tan, so we need here cot, either here tan, right? So we are changing this into tan inverse by tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2, applying this formula by this formula. So cot inverse x is pi by 2 minus tan inverse x, so this is pi by 2 minus tan inverse, and x is tan theta by 2, so this is pi by 2 minus theta by 2, and theta is, now answer of this is theta by 2, and write directly now explaining. Theta by 2 belongs to the range of this. Now theta belongs to this, that is theta by 2 belongs to minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4, which is a subset of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, so theta by 2 lies in the range of this function. So this is your answer. Got it? So now what is theta? Theta is tan inverse x, so answer will be pi by 2 minus half tan inverse x, and that is your option number D is the correct answer. So answer is option number D. Answer is option D. Now next question. Cos 2 tan inverse x is equal to half. So again assuming that tan inverse x is equal to theta, so tan inverse x is equal to theta, this implies x is equal to tan theta, and theta belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Then our question will be cos 2 theta is equal to half. Actually no need to write this whole thing, you know shortcuts for this, how to write. Now but I am explaining you. Cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, so this is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is equal to half. So tan theta is x. So this is 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square is equal to 1 upon 2. So cross multiplying we get 2 minus 2x square is equal to 1 plus x square. So this implies 1 is equal to 3x square. So we get x is equal to plus or minus 1 upon root 3. We get x is equal to plus or minus root 3. 1 upon root 3. So possible value of x is this. So no need to do these all steps. We have to write directly this step, right? Because you know cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta. So 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square is equal to half. So you must have to write this thing only. So your proper answer will be option C. So option C is your correct answer here. So this is your answer. And the last but not least, right, question of GUJCAT 2018 is the last question. So cos sine inverse theta plus cos inverse theta, then answer is pi by 2, but this theta is different. But also you know that sine into cos inverse x can be written as cos into sine inverse x. This is, you know, right? It can be interchanged inverse and function simple. So now this is how this becomes sine inverse cos. This is sine inverse x and plus this is cos inverse, and I am writing this sine cos inverse as cos sine inverse x. So this is cos sine inverse x. So this is sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. Both are same angle. Then answer is pi by 2. Answer is pi by 2. That is option A. So option A is your correct answer. Okay. So that's it from my point of view for GUJCAT 2018 GUJCAT solution. Hope you will understand and it will be benefit to you and very useful to you for your forthcoming GUJCAT exam of 2020. Thank you.